welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I am very grateful for each and every one of you guys and all of the support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. When you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie, either by double tapping that screen or hitting that thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how the general reading resonates with you. This is a general, not a personal, so only take the messages where they fit. And if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you know when I go live or when I post videos. All of that helps out this channel, and I am very, very grateful for all of your love and support. Okay? So, this reading is for the star sign of Sagittarius, or I said Sagittarius, maybe you need to go watch that. For the star sign of Scorpios. Maybe a Sagittarius somewhere in your chart, you may need to go watch it, all right? So Scorpios, a lunar eclipse that is happening either today or tomorrow, depending on where you are at in the world. It is sitting in 5 minutes next to the north node of your destiny at 12:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I live on Eastern Standard Time, so it will be happening at 12:13 on August 28th, which is tomorrow. Is the lunar eclipse in Pisces is opposing the sun in Virgo. All right. So the astrological meanings is we are wrapping up long-term stories on the Pisces themes that started on the September 2024 timeline, which is 2 years ago. The core themes is pay attention to your dreams, listen to your intuition. There is a collective consciousness revelation happening, releasing old illusions, breaking unhealthy boundaries, and processing deep emotional fatigue. Virgo Pisces balance shifts focus, practical Virgo routines and organizations to intuitive Pisces surrender. So with the fact that we have the Virgo Pisces North Node, South Nodes, the Virgo Pisces axis sitting so close to the North Nodes, Virgo sitting close to the South Node talks about the repetitive habits or repetitive patterns that make you feel comfortable in repeating that needs to be broken. Maybe it's a generational curse, a generational habit, a generational pattern. It has something to do with your health, you know, your physical body, the physical part of who you are as a human, or it can have something to do with family dynamic. You take it where it fits, all right? So the affected signs is the mutable signs, which is Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius. Or if you have any natal planets near 5 degrees of these particular signs that I just mentioned, the mutable signs, you are also in the line of changes and endings. The Uranus conflict, a sharp tense square with Uranus in Gemini, brings sudden shocking disruptions or unexpected shifts regarding your home, family dynamics, long-standing emotional structures. Your intuition over logic. So Sun and pragmatic Virgo trying to micromanage details, and the Pisces moon demanding you to stop overthinking and to start trusting your gut instincts. Lunar eclipse is a powerful cosmic reset. It forces you to do shadow work, such as address hidden fears, address suppressed feelings or dark spots in your psyches, and it also bringing revelations. Releasing the past, cutting ties with old habits, old patterns, toxic cycles, releasing emotional baggage, and purging. It is also a fated turning point tied to the lunar nodes that brings sudden closure, redirections aligned with your soul's path. here, Scorpios. Emotional clarity, illumination through the dark, letting you see clearly what no longer serves you, serves your highest good through meditations, vivid dreams, or just listening to your gut instincts, your still small voice. All right. It is also, the lunar eclipse is a divine helping hand to bring change and revelations over the next 3 months period. That's what the lunar eclipse is all happening. That's why it's happening. All right. Scorpio. So what's going on with the Scorpio collective with the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces for Scorpio collective? Please and thank you, Spirit. The Scorpio collective. What's the moon? Oh boy. Show the world the real you when it comes to the Aquarius. See, something is being reflected back to you about your friendship circle, the people you hang out with, the community, whether it be neighbors or the community in general, or like I said, your social circle, where you're purging, right? You're purging some bottled up emotions when it comes to being vulnerable with your friendship circle. So this is being reflected back to you in the full moon energy, that it is time to heal. It is time to release any cloudiness. It is time to release. It's time to do that shadow work. It's time to release and purge these toxic patterns, these toxic social circles that you may be entertaining. Yeah, because we got the South Node. So Virgo in the South Node, sitting so close to the South Node is making you reflect. It's showing you who is real around you and who is toxic. So it is showing you the repetitive patterns and habits of how you attract people, places, situations to you. Aquarius rules that our friendship circles, our social circles, yeah, and people who've taken advantage of your vulnerability from your past, people from your past or in the past, right? Because this is all about your past, the South Node, the past habits and patterns of not listening perhaps to your intuition. For some of you, for others of you, this is about people taking advantage of your vulnerability. When you bear the truth to them and they turn around and spread it like fire or gossip. So beautiful energy here for you, Sagittarius. I feel like eating the toxic cycles, where it's talking about the disruptions from the people around you, when it's talking about the dark spots, the suppressed feelings, the hidden fears, the old habits, the toxic cycles, and the people burning you for some of you. All right. So what is hidden that is coming to the light for Scorpios? What is hidden that's coming to the light for Scorpios? After we have Leo in the South Node, talks about the drama that people have brought to your life. The toxic people who have brought drama to your life, people who are being immature, people who are being childish in your community, in your social life, that have tried to hold you back, people from your past. So be aware of people from past just showing up out of nowhere. All right. So what is hidden that's coming to the light for Scorpios? What is hidden? Okay. Camel boy, small steps, asking for help. So be aware of the dragon that you're feeding today. 333 could be significant. We have 333 and 22. 23, which adds up to a 5, is significant. So it could have something to do with inner child too. See the camel boy. So you definitely have a choice to make today. Or over the moon energy. So what is hidden that's coming to the light? We have selfless humility and conscious action. See, you got a Buddha on there, and he's smiling. See how you got the illumination around his crown? Got the bird in the background, which represents spirit communicating. He's holding on to what looks like a lotus flower or some sort of white flower where your crown chakra is being purified. With Aquarius in your 11th house, so master number 11, master number 33, master number 22 could be significant. 1, 2, 3 could be significant here. So the High Lord of Gratitude and Service, and it is coming in as an ally to you, Scorpio. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service has arrived to help you find your true purpose today. Feeling grateful for each moment you experience and loving what is and what has been will remind you that every breath takes hold a deep and profound awareness. Through small actions, small steps. See? Small steps, small actions. So for some of you, you may need to look up what the camel means to you as a spirit animal. As selfless service to another, you're automatically placed upon your highest path. Whether you're immediately aware of it or not, your presence of this ally lets you know that you're on the correct path to fulfilling your desires. You're also notified that your actions of service and attitude of gratitude will yield riches beyond your wildest dreams, as long as those riches aren't the goal you have in mind. Giving service with no thought of return is what's required of you today. This would also be a good time to write a list reminding yourself of all the things in your life and the world around you that you have to be grateful for. If your question refers to a relationship, let gratitude be your guide. Be thankful for all you've learned from this person. Truly, there are no friends or no enemies. What did I say about your friendship circle? Aquarius, your friendship circle. Just teachers along life's journey. So you had somebody from your past who is very toxic in your social circle. They were here to teach you something. So having that attitude of gratitude for all of life's lessons. And that is what the North Node is about. Your spiritual journey, learning lessons for your soul's growth. Having an attitude of gratitude for everything that you have went through, good, bad, and the ugly. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Being grateful for everything and every that you've crossed paths with is helping you to bring you a state of balance with the 2 energy here. Be grateful for the laughter and even the tears. The attitude of gratitude is a magnet for love in all its forms. So that is what you're letting go of, is the toxic cycle of your social circle, and the people you've been vulnerable to who have hurt you. Even for people who have asked for help. So you're here to help through your testimony is what I feel. Your humility, your selflessness, right? Not selfishness, selflessness. Maybe you gave to somebody in your social circle and they took advantage of your generosity for some of you. And maybe you were holding on to that toxicity, and this moon would be the perfect time, like it says, to sit and write down some things that you are grateful for. I have my list here somewhere, right? Look, I am grateful. See? Sit down and make that list. I am grateful. I am loved. I am thankful. I am amazing. I am creative. I am unique. I release the past. I release emotional baggage. I release shame. I release guilt. I release lower vibrational energy. I release self-criticism. I release fear. I release judgment of myself and others. Say these kinds of things because they send a ripple effect out into the universe. Okay, well, this shows I see that this person is ready to release something. They said, I am ready. I am grateful for all the experiences that I've experienced in the collective. I feel loved. I feel thankful because without these people, I wouldn't have grown. I wouldn't have learned. I am happy. I'm at peace. I am worthy. I am protected. I am healed. Look, see, I sat and I wrote this a couple of days ago. Um, and then I started an attraction list, right? I attract positive energy. I attract love. I attract my destiny. See, I wrote it down. So that is something that you need to do, Scorpio, to help you um, put that conscious action out into the universe. Because what you put out there, you get back. Okay? Just letting you know. All right? So let's go ahead and see what the crows are in Scorpio about in the lunar eclipse energy. What are the crows warning the Scorpios about? So for some of you, you could have had some toxic friends over the past couple of years. That played on your generosity, who thought that they could humble you. I don't know why they keep taking me back to the daggone camel. So let's see what the camel spirit guide wants to tell you. All right, phone. Camel spirit guide or spirit animal. Come on. Camel spirit animal. All right, so the camel totem symbolizes endurance, patience, adaptability to help you navigate through difficult challenges. Endurance, the camel teaches you how to survive and push forward in harsh and stressful conditions. So you definitely had a social group or a collective or a community of people, maybe from your past or who have tried to hold you back. This is somebody who has caused you a lot of challenges. But what they have taught you is how to survive, how to endure it, how to push forward, no matter how stressful your condition was. Teaches you to be patient. Life is a journey, not a race, encouraging you a steady space, a steady pace. In other words, take one step at a time. Don't run, because you know why? You're going to trip over your shoestrings and fall on your face. So take baby steps. Walk, don't run. The camel represents knowing when to rest, replenish your energy, and find your oasis. It stands for being dependable guide and staying committed to your goals. Um, Indicating that what you are doing is leading to prosperity, affluence, love, and success. And self-responsibility is the key. Okay, so that is a little bit about the camel spirit guide and why, because it keeps taking me right back to it. Literally, right back to it. So what are you doing? You are mastering that inner conflict, and you're making a conscious choice to take some sort of action and take one step at a time when it comes to, maybe for some of you, being thrown out into the spotlight, becoming vulnerable. Yeah, so let's go ahead and see what the crows are warning you about, Scorpio. What are the crows warning you about? You need to release old patterns. And you're all about, Scorpio, you're all about laying things to rest. Yeah. Releasing old toxic pattern habit of nitpicking and trying to dominate somebody else's energy. And also, you are also releasing the toxic baggage and learning how to waterproof yourself from these toxic individuals who are stressing you out, learning to stay at peace. Yeah, putting a boundary and keeping your space sacred. See the 4 eggs that talks about being protected. Look, protection. We have, look, 5 eggs. And commitment. So what I see, Scorpio, is you are staying committed to keeping your space protected. While you had a mob of people who was committed to stressing you out, to challenging you. You could have had 2 people who were in a marriage, because this commitment card talks about in sickness and in health, right? No matter what. See how, look, the broken beak. That's what this card talks about. The wife declares, no matter what, hubby, in sickness and in health, I'm going to feed you. I'm going to take care of you. You know, I'm going to take the small steps. I'm going to ask for help if I need to. Because why? You may be asking your ascended masters, your spirit team, for help to protect you, to protect your person. See, there's 2 crows on it. To protect your person. See the 2 crows? By keeping your space clear of negative energies, of keeping your space sacred, by keeping your boundaries up. Look, see the nest? Something about the nest, which is your home. So yeah, that's what I feel like you're doing. You're releasing yourself from this nitpicking, dominant energy. And you're learning to waterproof your space, waterproof yourself by releasing this dominant energy who wants to pick at you, putting up a resistance. And yeah, at first it may throw you off guard, but you're going to be thrown back into alignment. So this resistance against this nitpicking individual will throw them off guard, because they may not have been expecting to realize how truly protected somebody is here. Something about the energy of 5 is significant. 523 or just 333 could be significant. Scorpios, you could have a son or some sort of a boy or a male spirit guide around you who is protecting you here. All right. So let's go ahead and who could be very grateful for something. All right. So don't let your past hold you back. South Node for Scorpios. Can I have some clarification for Scorpio Collective? Yep. Page of Ariel. So I feel like this opportunity and I feel like that's what's happening here. You're very grateful for this opportunity that was offered to you. And somebody thought they were very clever. Somebody from your past thought they were very clever. This is somebody who's very toxic in your friendship circle, your social circle, who thought they were very clever, possibly violated spiritual law, accessed your Akashic records for some of you. The page of Ariel talks about communication as well. So somebody thought they were very clever. They thought that they had a higher intellectual mindset than you did. And that's what they were doing. Here, this is what we'll do, right? This is an opportunity for us to hold them back by violating the law, right? Violating spiritual law, violating spiritual law and accessing somebody's Akashic records. This also talks about balancing yourself out with another person. when it comes to, like I said, that nitpicking energy of trying to dominate, nit everything. So because of the lunar eclipse, listen, when you're super sensitive, the moon, or the moon symbol for some of you out there, can rule your emotions. It can rule your mood. Maybe that's what you're recognizing, how the moon energy affects your energy, affects you on an emotional level. How maybe when the moon is, you're more apt to be triggered at every little thing when it comes to your other half. Maybe learning to take that time that you need to go within thyself, take your own space to, you know, just take that time that you need. Realizing it, you know, taking that time in your own sacred space is not a version of being selfish, but is a version of selflessness, because you're taking care of yourself. How can you take care of somebody else if you can't even take care of yourself? I feel for some of you, you are definitely asking your ascended masters, your angels, your spirit team for help, because I feel like somebody is really stressed out here. So, High Lord of gratitude and service as it pertains to what is hidden that is being brought to the light. I do feel you have a masters around you. So definitely a Pisces, this Pisces moon lunar eclipse is heavily affecting you. So you're definitely getting powerful insights here. Like I said, downloads, insights. See the ring around his head. Going into meditation. Right? Trusting your gut instinct. See the bird in the background. Trusting your higher self messages. So you are definitely doing some reflection, and you're gaining some valuable information. We have 2-2, so 2-2-2, 3-3-3 could be significant. And like I said, 5-5-5 is significant here. You're gaining some powerful information, some big revelations that are coming down through your crown chakra today. That it's going to provide you with some valuable information about your social circle and how these people were toxic, why you've attracted these toxic people to you. Toxic cycles, the habits, the patterns. For some of you, it can be talking about third-party situations. The 7 of Ariel. So there is definitely some sort of a plan. You could have had a hidden enemy who planned something. They did something behind the scenes, hoping that you would ask them for help. They planned this. So the 7 of Ariel talks about you've invested wisely, have patience and wait for your harvest. Review your progress and make plans for the next endeavor. Yeah, they definitely planned to see the 27. That's today. So somebody could be planning something. With the Aquarius energy, a hidden enemy could be planning something. Maybe they're trying to humble you. For some of you out there, this is somebody who could be very toxic. Somebody who could have taken advantage of your vulnerability. Show me what this High Priestess is planning. This is somebody who could be eyeing you as well. So we have the 6 of Raphael. So definitely could be a past life situation here. And then we have the Queen of Michael. So you're definitely getting some sort of a download. We have the Camel Boy, and we do have the Child card. So this could be a person, your child, or a child that's on the other side. Yeah. This person's like, well, I know exactly what to do here. Let me, this is a very clever plan. Let me put a lot of time and energy and focus into, you know, um, doing something so that so-and-so will ask me for help. And then I could take advantage of their vulnerability. This is somebody who was acting as if they were your friend. This is somebody who was acting as if they were your friend. They wanted to benefit from some sort of an experience. For others of you, you definitely are getting some sort of a download. Somebody who's very psychic, somebody who gets a lot of downloads, some sort of information, some sort of insight coming in. You could be seeing this in your dreams about this particular person wanting to come in and rekindle some sort of a relationship, ask you for help. Somebody who could have violated your sacred space, or somebody who was secretly spying on you and violating your sacred space for some of you, keeping a close review, right? Focusing on what your next step is, focusing on just waiting for the right time to come in and ask for something. Space, the cards are warning Scorpio about the sacred space. Yep, this is somebody who caused you a lot of pain and suffering. Backstab, this person betrayed you. Heavy betrayal. That they had a secret mission, a secret plan. Queen of Gabriel. And they worked with another person. Somebody betrayed you because they thought somebody betrayed you because they could have been envious of your beauty. This is somebody who could have been in a third-party situation. We have two queens here and a high priestess. So this is somebody who could have been in a third-party situation or secretly working behind somebody's back. Why? Because they wanted something that was yours. As something that was destined. The crows are out there screaming right now. This could have been somebody's secret side piece. Doesn't matter. Male, female, does not matter. This is somebody who thought it was funny to keep causing you challenges, to keep stressing you out. This is somebody who thought it was funny to violate your sacred boundaries by perhaps doing magic, because the Queen of Gabriel is somebody who the Queen of Gabriel is the wands energy, the intentions, the actions, the vibration that we send out into the world, right? This is somebody that you could have left behind. And they were because you're very attractive, you're very beautiful, you're very independent, you're very charming, you are very selfless, and you are very conscious of where you put your energy, your time, your focus. And they didn't want you to be happy. The whole time they were laughing at your pain. And this is somebody, I feel like, who were laughing at your childhood wounds. They were laughing at your pain. They were laughing at your childhood wounds because they could never walk 2 steps in your shoes. They would not understand what it feels like to go through the pain that you've endured. And this is somebody who had a God complex. I'll do what I want to do, right? I can do anything I want to do. I don't have to honor somebody's space. I don't have to honor somebody who protects their space. puts boundaries. This is somebody who is an energy master manipulator. Somebody who is very verbally manipulative with their words. Somebody who's a snake charmer. I would say that. I'm saying that because of the Ten of Swords. This is somebody who threw swords at you and then laughed at you because it hurt you, caused you a lot of mental pain and suffering. Now they want to come in and rekindle something with you because they've been watching you. They've been secretly spying on you, just waiting for the right time. 627 could be significant. This could be somebody from 7 years ago as well. I don't know why, but they're showing me the 7 of Ariel, which Ariel represents years. Something that could have happened, 7 years ago. We're in 2026, so 2019 could be significant. In the month of October. This person may be getting humbled. Maybe they're getting humbled. They're going to have to walk a mile in your shoes. They're going to know what it feels like to go through what you've been through. High Lord of Gratitude and Service. This person has a God complex. This is somebody who feels they're better than you. They're more qualified for something. 222333. 13 energy. Releasing it. 333. Protection. I'm telling you, Gabrielle. So this is somebody who is on a twin flame journey. Because we got 2 flame cards here. Twin flame journey. So whoever I'm talking to, you are on a twin flame journey. And you have, that's why you're so protected, because you got a high mission here. You got a very high calling, a very high mission here. And that's why this person did what they did. By betraying you. This is, I'm telling you, somebody broke spiritual law. So the fact that we have the king and the queen both in the upright position, I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you are coming into balance with your masculine and feminine energy. Remember when I started the reading, I said about Sagittarius? There's a fire energy coming through. Sagittarius. So you could be connected to a Sagittarius. This person could be connected to a Sagittarius. Sagittarius could be maybe an old friend from the past who secretly teamed up with somebody else to violate your space. So you're definitely protected here. And you're being asked to keep your eyes on the bigger picture. By what? Again, writing that list of gratitude, having an attitude of gratitude. Because your experience is leading you to your destiny, to what you're here to do. And you're here to be of service to humanity. So being patient has actually, being patient and constantly keeping yourself protected from the drama. Because somebody is very dramatic here. You also could have somebody in the spirit world protecting you. Because Gabrielle is energy. It's wands. So our souls are fire, energy. You could add somebody here who was very, very dramatic. All they wanted to do was cause you drama. They were very brutal. This is talk about brutal energy with the Ten of Michael. Somebody is very, who thought they could do anything they wanted to do. Who was so focused on your past. They thought they were so clever with their secrets. Commitment. Commitment. The Magician. So you definitely got a conversation coming in here. Two people sitting down and having a heart conversation. This also could talk about your commitment to the divine. But I'm feeling like it's somebody from your past that you're going to sit down and have a heart-to-heart conversation with. You're manifesting something. You're manifesting a commitment here where two people are on the same page. Two people are in the same vibration. You're manifesting a twin flame energy. But you also have the Queen of Michael, the Queen of Gabriel, and the King of Gabriel. So there's definitely a secret side piece. And I feel like that's what you're releasing, is the toxicity of being the elf on the shelf for some of you who are single. Being the elf on the shelf of always being in third-party situations. Rekindling past relationships that are toxic. You could have somebody who wants to do that. The person could be a Pisces. But I feel like you're already done with them. You already put them in the past. You've already learned that lesson. So the Magician card talks about you already having all the tools that you need, right? You already have all the tools that you need. Staying committed to staying in balance with your masculine and feminine energy is going to help you attract something real to you. Somebody wants to bring you some sort of information here, possibly about somebody's plan. Give me the King of Gabriel protection. For some of you, you may have a direct connection with Archangel Gabriel. You could have had a direct connection with Archangel Gabriel since you were a kid. Definitely gain an insight here, like information. Remember, a download, some sort of information coming directly from the angels. Archangel Gabriel. You're protected by Archangel Michael. We have the Nine of Michael, which is coming in your dreams, giving you a lot of nightmares. Yeah, you definitely had somebody who protected you in your dreams. I feel like somebody trying to alive you with the Ten of Michael, trying to unalive you in your dreams. And I feel like it's because this secret person who perhaps was doing magic with the Magician card, who was doing it with another person that they were in a relationship with, whether it was a married or living with somebody or just some sort of a secret affair. I feel like you could be seeing them in your dreams. And it's because they're like, well, you're going to regret, right? You're going to regret leaving me behind. You're going to regret whatever. Look, the Emperor in reverse. Aries, strong Aries coming through here. This is somebody who's a control freak. Somebody who wanted you in this worry, wanted you in this negative thought pattern, wanted you feeling isolated out in the cold. This person was so, they were like dream walking into your dreams. This is somebody who could have been trying to steal your spiritual identity. They're about to be humbled. For laughing at your pain, from laughing at your childhood wounds. They're about to be humbled. I'm seeing 1313 all over this reading. 13 is endings. Death card. That's you, Scorpio. Somebody has a very bad attitude. And now they could be coming in, oh, I regret violating your boundaries. I regret all the pain and suffering that I put you through, because they're being humbled. This is somebody who was just, they manipulated a situation so that you would ask them for help. Yeah, look, I'm telling you. I said Sagittarius for a reason. Somebody is protected. Somebody is definitely protected. You have an angel who has got their eyes on you. They're watching over you. This is somebody who is draining your energy, slowly draining your life force energy. Who is taking your energy and using it in a magical way to manifest. Trying to block your progress. So the solution is, yeah, I'll just offer some healing energy, and then I'll slowly drain their energy, right? The healing, because that's what this card talks about, healing. I'll ask them for some healing energy, and then I'll slowly drain it because it attaches a cord to them. So I'll attach this cord to them, and then I will verbally attack their mindset and manipulate their free will, and cause them a lot of worry, cause them a lot of negative thoughts, intrusive thoughts. That's what this person was doing with the Magician card. They were using you as a tool, using your mindset against you. And the whole time, they were in a commitment with somebody, lying to you. They were slowly draining your healing energy. They wanted you to experience nightmares. They wanted you to experience a lot of mental pain and suffering. They were actually trying to get you to secretly self-sabotage yourself. This is somebody who had a God complex. This is somebody who was secretly wanting you to self-sabotage so that they could wear your essence, wear your vibration, wear your spiritual cloak. Yep, they were trying to steal your business. This is somebody who, did not want you to make a decision. Somebody who was violating your dream space. At dark, yep. The sun opposing the North Node, right, in Pisces. The sun in Virgo opposing the North Node. They were really playing on your mental health here. They wanted your money. They were trying to steal your business, steal your money. This person was very verbally manipulative and violating, giving you a lot of intrusive thoughts, hoping that you would self-sacrifice, hoping to cloak themselves as cloak themselves so that they can have your protection. But you're protected. By coming in and acting like they were genuinely concerned, but they wasn't. So you're being warned about that. This person is not concerned about it. They just want to challenge you. They want to stress you out, right? The 9 and the 10 of Michael, you can't get any worse than that. This is a lot of mental pain, a lot of mental pain, a lot of mental suffering, being backed up and betrayed, feeling they can do anything they want to do, that you don't have boundaries. But they're about to get a wake-up call. They're about to be humbled at how truly protected somebody is here. Some father figure could be stepping up in the house. 144. So you have a very high calling, whoever I'm talking to. You have a very, very high calling here. You've invested a lot of time and energy and focus into gaining the insights, right? Very high calling. So that's why you're so protected. Rose of sight, knowledge, memory, and trust, heart and throat chakra. So they attacked your throat chakra. I am perceptive. You knew what this person was doing. That's why you let them go. But they thought they're clever. All right, give me another crystal card here. Oh, this card landed right on my solar plexus. It says bismuth, transformation, cohesion, and I am complete. What did I say? Coming into that state of wholeness with your masculine and feminine energy. Identifying with who you are. Stepping into your sovereign being and saying, okay, I am grateful, right? This person has challenged me to grow. This person has challenged me on all levels. But somebody here chose to be at peace and patient. Releasing things to the angels. Focusing on a particular outcome that you want to attract to you. Remember, I read off them affirmations. I am attracted. I attract to me. I do not chase. All right, thank you for watching.